Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, doing a late prediction on a Saturday. I know, I usually do this on Tuesday, but had to travel back to Charlotte and had other things going on. But I guess better late than never, so apologize for the late video out here, but I'm pretty sure maybe one or two of you guys want to hear what I have to say about this game against the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. I'm excited to talk about this, and a lot of good news for the 49ers in terms of players coming back. That's stuff we need because this team is always cursed, and I'll be talking about a certain injury right about now. So I hope you guys are having a great Saturday, nothing too crazy for me. Sunday Night Football tomorrow night. I'm excited for this one. And yeah, it's good to be back in Charlotte. Had a fun time in California. Had a fun time going to the 49ers and Rams game at SoFi Stadium, or I should say Levi South. Wow, great experience, great experience. So hope you guys are doing well, and I'm doing great. Nice to be back, and let's just talk about some football on an actual microphone instead of my camera for the past few videos now. All right, so 49ers versus Chargers, interesting matchup, I would say. I don't know, is it on paper the 49ers would be the better team, but you know the 49ers, sometimes when it's a bad team, or not, I don't want to call the Chargers a bad team, but when it's a team that they know that they're better than, they whatever reason struggle. You look at the game against Atlanta, that should have been just a home run win right there, but they got absolutely annihilated in that matchup. And now look at the Falcons. They talk about Marcus Mariota being a great quarterback and maybe being a guy that could be there for another year or two, doing great stuff for Atlanta against us after our game, and then now losing to the Carolina Panthers. They're talking about benching him and going in another direction, starting Riddler or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think he's the backup for Atlanta right now. So things can change in a few weeks, very, very quick. And maybe the Atlanta Falcons, they just got a fluke win over us. I mean, they did get a win. I'll give them credit for that. But sometimes you just catch teams on a bad day, and I think the 49ers, you look at 2020 hindsight, that team was super beat up. Christian McCaffrey wasn't there yet, and there you go right there. So not to take away the victory that they got against us, but at the same time, struggling mightily, and the loss to the Panthers proves that the Falcons are fake and they're not real. And so it is what it is. So anyways, going back to this game, 49ers versus Chargers. Good news for the team. A lot of players are coming back for this one. Deebo Samuel should be making his return. A lot of players coming off of IR. From the top of my head, I remember Al-Shire. He should be coming back. Elijah Mitchell, it'd be great to see him back for the first time since the opening week against the Chicago Bears, week 1. Another person coming back. Who was the other guy? Colton McKivitz, that's going to be a big difference maker as well. Just perfect timing. That's all I could say for the 49ers. We needed this bye week really badly, and it's just great news to have these guys rest up, heal up, and come back to a primetime game in San Francisco. Very, very exciting, very encouraging. The thing I would say, a couple of injuries on the injury report. Samson Ikubam, he's going to be listed as doubtful for this game. I think it was a knee injury or ankle injury. He got injured during practice, and, you know, there's a typical 49er thing, but he's scheduled to be out pretty much in this game. Once you're doubtful, you're most likely not going to play unless there's some miracle or something awesome happens, but I don't expect him to play. That's going to be a big hurting our defensive line, but that's, you know, it is what it is. But we do get Jordan Willis back. That's going to be great news. He played really well for the 49ers last year and a little bit of this year, so it's really encouraging to see him come back and bolster that defensive line with especially Eric Armstead being out yet again. I don't even know when he's going to come back. Is he going to be on the permanent IR? Hard to tell because he hasn't really played much this year. So it is what it is with the theming of the 49ers and injuries, and it doesn't stop there. Jason Verrett, cornerback, getting torn his Achilles. Wow, that's really sad, to be honest with you. When I heard that, that was just stomach punching right there. This guy's working hard to get back just to play full-time or have a lot of great playing time for the 49ers this year, and to have another setback, and this one could be career-ending. I hope it's not, but the way it is, I mean, the way he's been on injured reserve for like 6 or 7 seasons in his whole career, very disappointing, very disappointing. Just a very unlucky guy, and I've never seen an unlucky player like him in my whole time watching football, covering football, anything like that, whether it's for the 49ers or anybody else. I mean, just when you think you're so close to coming back, another setback. So, Jason, I hope everything's all right with you. I hope you're healing up as much as you can, and we'll love to see you on the field with the 49ers one day, but I don't know. The future's looking really murky right now, I would say. But best wishes to you, and hopefully you have a great recovery on your Achilles. That's a really tough injury to come back from. That's the one that is really hard to rehab out of all the injuries. I mean, ACL is bad. ACL is one thing, but Achilles, that's another animal right there. Wow. So hopefully everything's all right, and that's all I could pretty much say. But going back to the game for the 49ers, stuff to look forward to. I think the number one guy we're looking forward to is Christian McCaffrey. I can't wait to see what he does in this game against the Chargers. The Chargers are ranked last against the run, which is really good news, but I don't want to take too much of that because the 49ers, bad teams and bad situations, they still don't do well for whatever reason, so I'm not going to be dismissing that anytime soon. McCaffrey, I saw him live against the Rams. I mean, he just absolutely dominated them. He got like 30 touches in that game if you want to include rushing attempts, receptions, and quarterback throwing to Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Something I don't want to see too often. I don't want him to be overused like he was in Carolina. But, to have Deebo Samuel coming back, Elijah Mitchell, that's going to help out big time. I still wish we had Jeff Wilson Jr., but they need a draft pick, so I can't really blame them for trading him. But, having Mitchell, that's going to be helpful a lot. Both guys, it is a little bit concerning because they're both injury prone. That's the one thing I am worried about, but at the same time, it's very encouraging to see both these guys on the field full time, and I can't wait to see what they can do as a 1-2 punch. And McCaffrey, as much as he gets a lot of carries for the 49ers, probably for the rest of the year, it won't be as much. He can kind of take a rest, take a breather, and not take all the carries like he did in Carolina big time. I will say, Carolina has a really good running game with Foreman and Hubbard. They're doing a really good job after McCaffrey getting traded. So maybe a win-win situation for both Carolina and San Francisco. We'll see then, but hopefully the 49ers, they can cap it off with Christian McCaffrey by going very far in the playoffs. That's all I can pretty much say right now. The Chargers, they're a pretty much injury-riddled team as well. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are scheduled to be out for this game. That's a really big loss right there. I mean, those two guys are really talented, especially Keenan Allen. That guy can make stuff happen. But they do have Justin Herbert. He's a great quarterback for them, and with our weak defensive backfield, especially with Jason Verrett being out for the rest of the year, a little bit concerning, but at the same time, very encouraged by the 49ers defense. They've been doing a really good job for the past week or two now, minus the Kansas City Chiefs game. So I am a little bit worried because Herbert's a great quarterback, but I think they can make something happen. The 49ers, all they have to do is run the ball really effectively, which the Chargers are not really the best of right now this year. They can have a really good win in this one. If I had to pick a team, picking the 49ers as always. I don't think I've ever swayed one time not picking the 49ers. Maybe I did during the COVID year, but this year, even against the Chiefs, I picked the 49ers to win, and I'm still picking the 49ers now. My record right now is, 4-4? Wow, that is a good and bad thing to be picking the 49ers all the time, but I'm still be sticking with them. Very positive about them, and I think they can have a great win in this one. So, yep, that's pretty much it, you guys. Sorry for the kind of informal video. I like to do tail of the tape and everything like that, but since it's a Saturday, just going to make it really short and simple as much as possible, and then Sunday we can have a great time, watch Sunday Night Football, and hopefully come out with a win. That's all I'm hoping for, right? And that's all we're all looking forward to for the 49ers tomorrow night on Sunday Night Football, or Sunday afternoon, I should say, for all you West Coast people. It was kind of weird watching the games on 10 o'clock in the morning, and then 1:25 and 5:20 West Coast time. I'm used to seeing the 1 o'clocks and 4 o'clocks and 8 o'clock games on the East Coast. So, it has its pros and cons, but whatever. Football is football, and can't wait to see the 49ers play even more. Can't wait to see Christian McCaffrey, Jimmy G, with their new offense. I think Jimmy said he was going to unleash the offense, and I'm hoping he does by not throwing interceptions, right? Haha, just a joke. I love you, Jimmy. Anyways, that's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about this matchup. Do you have the 49ers beating the Chargers on Sunday Night Football? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. As always, I hope to catch you guys up tomorrow after the game. That'll be interesting. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day. Good luck to you guys. Hope you guys get a nice win.